Good afternoon, nurses. My name is Margaret Bush. I'm one of the wound care nurses in this hospital, as you all well know. The purpose of my speech today is to emphasize on you the wet to dry wound dressing change. And the purpose is the importance of the BID change of the wet to dry wound dressing. After this speech, we expect the nurses will have the concept of why it is important to change the wet to dry dressing on a wound twice a day. Please do not ignore the date and time of the last wound dressing change. Change the dressing during the 12 hours of your shift. If you're not certain, check the physician's orders. The physician will have always written an order to indicate that the wound dressing should be changed twice a day. Do not ignore the physician's orders. We are here for the patients, and let us do what is necessary for the patients. The primary purpose of a wet to dry dressing is to mechanically debride a wound. The moistened contact layer of the dressing increases absorptive ability of the dressing to collect exudate and wound debris. This is as per Avington 2001A. As the dressing dries, it adheres to the wound bed and debrides the wound of the tissue when the dressing is removed. One must take care not to apply a dressing so wet that it remains wet continuously, as it may cause tissue maceration and bacterial growth. Dry gauze should be applied on top of the wet gauze for effective debridement of the wound and enhanced wound healing. This dressing should be changed every 12 hours. The wet gauze should not be allowed to dry on the wound bed. Nelson and Dilloway, 2002. Emphasis again, the wet dressing should not be allowed to dry on the wound bed. Let's have a look at the principles of packing a wound. Moisten the packing material with normal saline. If using gauze, fluff it before packing it into the wound. Loosely pack the wound. The packing material should not drag or touch the surrounding wound tissue before you put it into the wound, because doing so, you are introducing germs and bacteria into the wound. Fill all the dead space with the packing material. Pack the wound until you reach the wound surface. Never pack the wound higher than the wound surface. It should be level. After you have reached the level, please apply the dry gauze on top of the wet dressing. And I hope this now makes sense why emphasis has been placed on why there should be BID wound dressing changes. Thank you. Does anybody have a question? I can see you all nodding and appreciate your time. Thank you very much.